think that you could hold me when you couldn't get by yourself. And I don't know who would ever wanna tell the seam of someone's dream. Baby, it's fine. You said that we should just be friends while I came up with that line. And I'm sure that it's for the best. If you ever change your mind, don't hold your breath. 'Cause you may not believe that, babe.
Hi everyone, today we'll be interviewing Northbrooks Secondary School students from Singapore. And I'm Zafir
and I'm Leo. Our school day is 9 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. with 5 one-hour sessions and 30 minutes for recess and lunch. What are your school hours in Singapore and how's your day breaking up?
Okay, so our days in Singapore is we start school at 7:30 a.m. every day, and before that we have 30 minutes, something like home period, like what you all would call it, and 8 o'clock we will start lesson proper, and then we will start lesson all the way until recess, which isn't fixed in our school. Like you all have recess at 11:15, ours is like depends on the scheduling, so it really depends. And then after recess you'll just have lesson all the way until 3 o'clock or 3:30 for my class. It really depends, but afterwards sometimes you may be required to stay back to school like for like 3 hours, depending on what is it. Most of the time we stay back is due to co-curriculum activities that we have to do, which usually ends at 6:30. So like that isn't our typical school day, but then it's just an extension. But our typical school day is something like yours, like just to sum it up.
Thanks. Following your short visit, what do you think of Morley Senior High School?
James will answer.
Okay, so what I think of Morley Senior High School, I think it's like a great place. It's like a very good school, to be honest, in my opinion. So Morley Senior High School is like quite big. It's like there's like many things to explore in it. So the students here are friendly, and the staff are kind and caring.
What do you think are the main differences you noticed between schools in Singapore and Perth?
I think one of the main differences is when we call the teacher, because you all call them sir or ma'am, we in Singapore we usually call them teacher, but because sometimes we know the teachers very well, we just call them cher, and they will just respond immediately. And another difference is that over here it's very hands-on. In Singapore it's more theory based, but your is more like hands-on, which really rarely happens in Singapore. So yeah, I think the curriculum and how we call the teachers is very big and very differing.
Okay. What are some cultural differences between Singapore and Perth that you have seen?
So like the cultural difference that I think I have noticed, right, is that you're actually right, like the culture here is very different from Singapore. Like we can sometimes take a tissue paper and chop a seat, but then right, sometimes you need to call before, like at a restaurant, to reserve a seat. But then in Singapore we just put a tissue paper, and no matter how long you put it there, like one day nobody will take the seat because they know that it's taken. And that's something very differing about like the culture here in Singapore and Perth.
What has been your favorite things while visiting Perth?
The sceneries. We visited King's Park, it was a very nice, beautiful place, overlooking like the sea and the cities. Yeah.
Yeah, King's Park is pretty nice.
Yeah. Would you recommend Perth to others to visit? And why? And why?
would definitely recommend Perth to others because here the skies are like so clear and so blue, you know. In Singapore there's like many clouds, but here has like the best sunsets. We took a lot of like pictures and all here. There's a lot of memories that we made here, so yeah.
Thanks for letting us interview you, and I hope you enjoy your stay.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. A feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
You've been replaying in my head, you make me feel like I can be myself instead. Why won't you take it with me?
Hey, welcome to Morley Vision. I'm Braden and this is Dean, and we're going to be interviewing the Northbrooks Secondary School students.
Oh, yeah.
So, you visited the Caversham Wildlife Park, right?
Yeah.
What did you enjoy most about visiting there?
For me, I enjoyed holding a snake. It was my first time holding a snake, and the feeling of it's hard to explain. It's really weird.
Scaly?
Yeah, it's really scary.
How's the
And one more experience that I liked was when we went to the farm show. We actually got the chance to milk a cow, and of course it's my first time milking a cow because you don't get that experience in Singapore. It was a really weird feeling, but after I got the milk cow, it was
I'm sorry.
it was a relieving experience.
Oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
What animals were you most wanting to see?
You?
Yeah, sure. I really wanted to see the kangaroos. Yeah, we were promised, you know, we would be able to ride kangaroos. We were yeah, we ended up feeding them. They're not as big as the one that I'm used to seeing online. Yeah, and they're pretty cute. They're pretty chill. Oh, the food that we're feeding with, they don't seem that interested in. The birds, the birds is what we're feeding actually.
Did you ride any kangaroos?
No, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I wasn't arrested, you know.
So, are there any other places you visited?
Oh yes, like King's Park. I mean, there are those monuments that I got to see, and also like I think I saw a building that imprinted the names of people who might have gotten involved, but
Yeah.
I forgot most of it.
What did you think of them?
Maybe it was sentimental. It gave off a kind of vibe that, you know, people should give respect and should remember the things. Yeah.
Were there any stereotypes about Australia you had that you may have been expecting, but now you definitely won't see?
Riding kangaroos to school. They told us that we could ride kangaroos to school. Then change the gear by the tail. And koalas speaking Chinese, English, and Tamil.
Oh yeah. We also had to watch out for drop bears. Is this what you call them? Yeah.
Yeah, very scary.
Yeah, very
you
scary.
do need to
Very
watch out
scary.
for them if you're in the wild.
They're not real.
Shut up. They are real.
Sure, buddy.
Oh. So that's really all the questions we have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so bye bye.
Oh yeah. Bye bye.
TBD Sigma.
Oh yeah, Alpha.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Habibi. Ricky, Ara mafia. Hon är farlig. Helt olaglig. En riktig galning. Habibi. Hon är tia. Som min nia. Mamacita. Nia. Mamacita. Habibi.
Hello everyone, I'm Leah and
I'm Calvin.
today we'll be interviewing the Northbrooks Secondary School students from Singapore.
Yeah. So could you guys introduce your names, please?
I'm Romeo.
I'm June.
And I'm Fari.
So welcome to Morley Senior High School. What do you think about Morley Senior High School so far?
So Morley Senior High School is quite a good school in my opinion, because there's a mixture of races from like different parts of the world. I've seen Asians, Europeans, and like I've met many people by playing basketball with them, with Justin in the other room, and it's really quite good.
For me, Morley High School is fun and it's very big and there's like a lot of places to roam around.
Fari, anything?
For me, my answer is almost the same as Romeo's. Yeah, I get to interact with the people from the diverse backgrounds here in Morley. I also like the facilities here. It's not as good as like in Northbrooks, but like we get to try to experience like what are the different types of the different subjects that Morley has to offer to the students. Yeah.
What are some cultural differences between Singapore and Perth that you have seen?
So like between Singapore and Perth, like in Singapore, there's like Malay, Indians, Chinese, and like other people from around the world. But like the Malay, Indian, Chinese, and other Malay, Indian, Chinese, they're usually more present in Singapore than than the others. So like the culture in Singapore is like we usually celebrate all the festivals that those races have in school. But like in Perth, you guys might not have celebrations for all of the festivals that other races, such as like the ones that I mentioned. So yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. So I heard you guys went to Fremantle the other day and visited the prison and the fish and chips shop. How was that like?
It was interesting to learn about how the prison works in the past and how people managed to escape from it and how they got sentenced to death.
So for the fish and chips, I ate like 2 plates. It was very delicious. I think everyone in Northbrooks here really enjoyed the fish and chips that the Australians have to offer. Yes.
Would you recommend Perth for others to visit, and why?
I would recommend it as it's a great place to know about Australia's heritage and how the past was like and the differences were.
Thank you for letting us interview you.
Thank you for interviewing us.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
I don't